The 75-year-old lead guitarist and bearded blues rock legend Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top is finally talking about the band's history, personal hardships, and what actually happened behind the scenes of one of rock's most lasting trios. ZZ Top's distinctive sound, grit, funky, and rooted in Texas blues, as well as their enduring appearance, long beards, sunglasses, and sharp suits, described them for decades. However, underneath the cool veneer lay a tale of sorrow, camaraderie, and unwavering devotion to the music. Now that time has passed and bassist Dusty Hill has passed away, Gibbons is prepared to talk about everything. ZZ Top, which was founded in 1969 in Houston, was never only focused on appearances. Gibbons and his fellow musicians were steeped in the rich history of Southern blues from the start. These days, Gibbons recalls, we weren't chasing fame. We were searching for the ideal tone. Texas dirt in the strings, but gradually, they became famous. ZZ Top became well-known thanks to albums like Trace Hombres Eliminator and Afterburner. Lagrange-like songs, they became rock legends after You Gave Them All Your Love and A Well-Dressed Man. However, Gibbons recalls that the early years were a mix of lengthy, dusty road journeys, so success didn't happen immediately. Locations, and the ongoing worry that everything could end at any time. We slept in vans. We performed for beer money. He smiles and adds, we didn't know we'd last a year, let alone 50. Why did they continue? Each other in the groove. For a long time, Gibbons, Dusty Hill, and drummer Frank Beard were a close-knit three. For more over 50 years, they performed together with almost no lineup changes. Despite their easygoing demeanors, they accomplished a unique achievement in rock history. Gibbons acknowledges that there were conflicts, particularly when commercial pressure increased in the 1980s. We weren't constantly in agreement. We got into arguments. However, we kept returning to the song. The adhesive was that. The loss was more devastating to Gibbons than most people realized when Dusty Hill died in 2021 at the age of 72. We were not just band members. He claims that we were brothers. We didn't have to speak constantly. We simply knew. We could have an entire conversation with just one glance at one another across a stage. ZZ Top's era came to an end with Hill's passing, but it wasn't the end. The band resumed touring at Hill's own desire. Gibbons says the choice to replace bassist Elwood Francis, a longtime guitar tech, wasn't simple. Guilt was present. Grief was present. I knew that Dusty meant it when he stated the concert had to continue. He hoped we would all outlive the song. As he looks back at 75, Gibbons considers the significance of ZZ Top's journey as well as their accomplishment. It's cool that people remember the videos, the cars, and the beards, he says. However, the link has always been important to me. We created uplifting music. That's all. We follow trends. We didn't pretend. You received what you saw. Gibbons continues to tour and record, and he has no intention of slowing down. In addition, he mentors upcoming musicians, working on personal endeavors and proudly and responsibly preserving the essence of ZZ Top. He claims, we never tried to be rock stars. We simply continued to play. The world began to listen, somehow. Billy Gibbons' quiet is eventually broken after all these years. Not with controversy or scandal, but with wonder.